Yo, so my dad drunk poison, right? So my dad's like actually kind of old. He's actually old, not even just like kind of old. And he also having a problem like with dehydration. He literally poisoned himself um not knowing what it was. So anyway, he went down to the doctor's office, and there's this chick there that worked there that I don't really. Ever since I was there, and she did a blood. She drew the blood. Ever since she drew the blood, it's like I've been feeling like kind of weird in my arm sometimes. I know exactly what it was. It was one condition that was kind of triggering pain. One condition I have that triggered pain, and it's just super interesting to me because it's like, okay, so I got one condition that's triggering the pain, but why is it triggering the pain right there? It doesn't make any sense. Um, and I just guess, you know what I'm actually kind of contributing to? I'm contributing to like the spiritual side. I said maybe my body actually doesn't, it picked up something wrong with the nurse that was doing it, and then like when she was doing it, that's the reason why I still feel like remnants of it or something like that. You understand what I mean? It's just super strange to me. But then again, the body operates on something like this: negativity, problem is worse; positivity, problem lessens, right? That's the way the body operates. Of course you're going to need the medicine and all that stuff and science and all that stuff, but when it comes down to it, it's like your state of mind controls like your state of soul controls like a lot of stuff about your body. It really does. It helps it a lot. So that's what I'm picking up. That's so strange. um right now, if I were to get a stomach ache, guess what's going to start hurting? This arm here. Yeah, guess what? Yep, that arm there. And it's so odd. A little piece of hair in my face. But my dad went down there to the doctor's office. And anyway, that nurse was there. And she was the one that gave him a bag full of fluids, different fluids in it. My dad went home and he drank one of them. I said, I wasn't even quite sure why my dad did that. I've been out pretty much the whole day trying to go and get like some food, or trying to drop off and exchange my earphones for new ones because they broke. But I came back home and I found my dad on the floor. My dad was on the floor. He said he fell, and then when I tried to help him up, he couldn't get back up. And I said, yo, what's up, man? Like, why is this happening? He said, oh, I have medicine in the car. This is very important medicine. Can you get it out? It needs to be refrigerated. I look at I go to the car. I look at the medicine. He say, yeah, I drank one of these today. I look at it, it says do not drink on it. And it says like something about like it's just really bad. What they were just doing is that they were giving him fluids so that he can use to get like a stool sample from, right? So that's what the fluids were about. And he drunk it. He drunk one of them after the nurse gave it to him. And this is what I figured. This is how I found out. I went down there to the doctor's office, and then the nurse talked to me one time, right? I told the lady at the front desk, a white lady, a black lady. Black lady, she was doing the work. White lady, she went in the back. She said she was going to get the nurse. She started laughing with somebody, and I'm assuming that's the nurse herself, right? Oh, this has poison on there, or something like that. Whatever the front desk lady was talking about, right? Just basically making fun of my father right there and within earshot, which is very disrespectful, especially when I think my dad's gonna die after drinking that stuff or be seriously hurt. So yeah, and then the nurse comes out and she's talking to me. She's talking to me. And then she comes in and she says something like, I told you, father, this says this and this says that. And I said, I was thinking in the back of my head, this lady's lying to me. I don't know why I think she's lying, but she's lying to me. Yeah, and then turns out when I get back home, my dad says, no, she didn't tell me what anything was. She just gave it to me, right? And I just said, Dad, why would you drink something if someone just gave it to you, right? But then again, he's dehydrated and he's 80 years old. And the doctor told him he was going to get some pills. My dad interpret pills as medicine. So when she gave him that stuff, he thought it was the medicine. And so when he went home, he took it. He drunk it. And I said, that's so bad. Like, why would you even, The nurse, this is what I'm thinking what happened. The nurse had an attitude. She went with a bag. She went there with a bag with the fluids in it, with the containers with the fluids in it to give to my dad. She had an attitude. She handed it off to him. My dad didn't want to ask her any questions. Yeah, he didn't want to ask her any questions, and so he took it back, and then he drunk one of them at home. After she really didn't tell him what it was. This is what I'm thinking is what happened, because I feel that this is what happened, because sometimes, I mean, I remember last time I was up there and I made a complaint about my arm was hurting, and last time I remember she gave me like a kind of like a stank look or something like that, you know, while she was getting in the car. That's like super negative, and it's so weird. Like, I think my body like really picked up something from the chick that was taking the blood out. That was just so strange. Nothing's wrong with my arm. Shoot, nothing's wrong with my arm. You can see they actually got some blood out, and when I was at the hospital, you know. But when it comes down to it, it's just super strange, and I just hate that my dad poisoned himself like that. Right now, like what they just told him to do is that they told him to drink like a lot of liquid, because they told him that it's just like solution in there to preserve whatever's in there. That's what it is. So basically drink a lot of liquid to get rid of it out of his body. And so now my dad couldn't walk a few hours ago. Now he can walk again. But I done told the doctor everything, and I told the doctor about the women in there laughing. I told the doctor about like the nurse not really doing anything. And it's kind of hard because my dad is like what you call a covert narcissist. A covert narcissist is always going to stick up for other people. Always. Not their kids. Always other people. So I'm just sitting up there. I've been helping my dad for like about hours and hours and hours and hours and hours a day, y'all. I was just walking back and forth. I only sat down to eat like one time, which is 15 minutes. Swallowing my food. I think it must have been like 5 minutes. But anyway. Yeah, but when I asked my dad what the lady said, he said, first when he was speaking to the doctor, he started lying to the doctor and say that, oh yeah, she told him what it was, but to me, he told me that she didn't tell him anything, and then I had to tell my dad to call him again to tell him what she didn't freaking say. Like, it's really just a pain in the ass, like really. I find that like very disrespectful, and also didn't take any of my medicine today, which means I was also sick, like I was running ragged and all that stuff. I mean, I find that like that's what COVID narcissists do. I swear to gosh, like I swear to God, if I ever have kids, I ain't never gonna defend no damn fucking hoe. Excuse my language. I ain't never gonna defend no bitch. I never gonna defend no useless ass freaking hoe ass motherfucker. I ain't never gonna defend no people like that if I ever have a kid and my kid's breaking her ass to help me. Sorry, I ain't never gonna do that. These people sitting up there in the office after fucking up, they laughing. They're laughing about doing fucking up, like literally not telling an old man what something is for. That's fucking up. And 2 of the vials were empty, by the way. So that's fucking up again, right? I ain't never gonna do that shit. Okay, bye guys.